Hey everyone, it's your old mate Shano here. Thanks for stopping by to check out this video. Today we're going to review the book Fingerprints of the Gods, written by Graham Hancock. And we're going to review it by answering three questions. What did I like about it? What didn't I like about it? And would I recommend it? But before we get to those questions, let's learn a little bit more about the book itself. This book was first published in 1995, and the copy that I read was a 2001 reprint, which includes an extended introduction and expanded appendices. It discusses the theory that before the last ice age, there was an advanced civilization that either had a presence or an influence over the world. It posits that this civilization was wiped out by some kind of global cataclysm near the end of the Ice Age, but clues to their existence remain down to our day in things like the pyramids, the Sphinx, ancient maps, and South American stonework and things like this. Hancock is a controversial figure, sometimes described as a pseudo-archaeologist promoting pseudo-scientific ideas. So, what did I like about this book? Well, I wanted to read this book because this is a subject that's been fascinating to me since I was a child. It really scratched my inner childhood Indiana Jones itch. In fact, this book kept me up at night at times, and it's been a long time since a book actually did that. I found myself on many occasions reading late into the night. One subject that grabbed my interest early on was these ancient maps that show lands like South America and Antarctica hundreds of years before they were discovered. In addition, the discussion about temples, cities, and carvings in South America that indicate a knowledge of stonework that seems to defy logic was really fascinating. I also thoroughly enjoyed the examination of Egypt, the pyramids, the Sphinx, and the temples in the surrounding areas. Prima facie, it seems that these people had knowledge of complex maths and astronomy at times when, according to traditional archaeological thought, people should have been in the Stone Age. Another thing that struck me was how there's recurring characters, numbers, and scenarios that pop up all across ancient dispersed cultures that also appear in the Bible. But they predate the Bible by hundreds or even sometimes thousands of years, which seems to add weight to the thought that the Bible and Christianity are in fact copies of copies of copies of even older religions. So, what didn't I like about this book? Well, there is a lot of information in this book. There's facts and figures, along with Egyptian, Aztec, Mayan, and Hindi words and names. And on top of that, there's lots of mathematical equations, astronomical data, and as a result, there is a lot to take in, and the pace of the book moves along really fast. There's not a lot of time to digest one subject before we jump on to the next one. For me, I would have liked to have spent a bit more time on each thing. But that said, I also understand why it wasn't done that way, because if Hancock did that, then the book probably would have been about 1,000 pages long. So I get it. Maybe the best way to look at this book is as an appetizer to send you down the rabbit hole of whichever of the topics covered that capture your fancy. So, would I recommend this book is our third question. For me, I very much enjoyed it, but as I said before, I'm very well aware of my bias in this regard, given my long-term fascination with this subject and these topics. Did I believe everything that was covered in the book? Well, certainly not. And I'm not smart enough to know if this is all true or if it's all baloney or if it's some mixture of the two. But on face value, I did find it quite compelling. At the end of the day, does this have any effect on our day-to-day life as we go about our business? No, of course it doesn't. But is it fun and interesting to read about it and consider these theories? You betcha. So what about you? Have you read this book? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Would you recommend it? I'd love to hear your thoughts. That's all for this video. Thanks again for stopping by to check it out. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.